the useReducer hook in React, it's going to accept a reducer function as the first argument. This reducer function is simply going to be a JavaScript function that takes two arguments, the current state, as well as an action object that represents some sort of user action that the user takes. From there, within your reducer function, you're going to see what action type it is, what action the user took, and then you're going to return some new state based on the current state and whatever action it was. And in that action, you might also send a payload if you need more information on how to update that state. And that payload might contain the title of a task, the ID of a task, or different things to help you update the state based on whatever action it is. And then whatever you return from your reducer function, that is going to be your new updated piece of state. And then as the second argument to useReducer, it is just your initial state. useReducer is going to return an array of two items. The first is going to be your current state, just like the useState hook. But the second is going to be a dispatch function that allows you to dispatch actions for your reducer function. So then throughout your code, instead of just calling the setState function directly, you actually just dispatch using your dispatch function an object that contains basically the information needed for you to update the state in your reducer function. So in add task, we dispatch an object that has a type saying the user added a task, and then the payload of the new task. Same thing with delete task, dispatch an object to where the type is deleted task. The payload is the ID of the task we want to delete. Same thing for toggling a task, as well as editing a task. But this time our payload is actually an object with a little bit more information, the title and the ID.